Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Marquette Dynasty here on NCAA 14. It's been a few days, but we're getting back to it, and we're here at the BMO Bradley Center here for the opening coin toss, as Toledo is going to lose it, so we're going to elect to kick here in this one, as I think we've been receiving to open the game most of the time here, so we'll switch it up a little bit. Matt Barr is now off for the opening kickoff, and we're now more than halfway through the season here in Game 7. Fielded there by Bernard Reedy, one of Toledo's top options. There's a nice hit there, Davin Rice, and Toledo will take over at the 24, led by Terrence Owens on offense, senior quarterback for the Rockets, coming off a pretty nice game there where he passed for over 300 yards and 4 scores. Marquette comes off a nice victory now, as each team enters this game at 3-3. Owens, delayed give there to Fluellen for a 1-yard pickup up the middle, stopped there by Darquez Goddard. And Marquette and Toledo as well, each team vying for bowl eligibility here. So this game crucial for these 500 teams, each at 3-3. A screen there to Fluellen, who breaks the Clarence Thurman tackle. Dikenti Durant misses a tackle as well. Juice Campbell misses a tackle. Wow, that's like 4 missed tackles there by Marquette defenders. As David Fluellen, 33 yards on a screen. And as the Rockets will take over at Marquette's 42. Big gain there, as our poor tackling has been on display most of this season. Owens now in the empty set. He's back to pass to left-hander. And he picks up 5 on a scramble up the middle. Owens back to pass. Plenty of time there, and he has Russell over the middle. And he's going to pick up 13. No one was really even in the vicinity there. Alonzo Russell, I think he would go on to play in the NFL at some point, along with Bernard Reedy, Toledo's top-rated offensive player at wide receiver. Now 1st and 10, Owens, a delay give there to Fluellen, and he barrels over Marcus Dixon for a 2-yard gain. Now this snap from the 22-yard line. Owens back to pass. He has a man there, and that's Dwight Macon with a 5-yard catch, bringing up a 3rd and 3. It'd be nice if Marquette could get a stop here and stall this drive out. 5.5 left with a 3rd and 3 here for Toledo. And a read option to Owens, and he breaks into the second level, brings it down to the 5-yard line for a 13-yard pickup. Good read option there executed by the Rockets. And now they have it inside the 5. Another read option here. Chambers gets a contact on Owens, and nice play there to clean it up. I believe that was Ladarius Gresham on the stop. Good initial contact there from Dante Chambers to slow up the ball carrier. Now 2nd and goal inside the 5. And Owens is going to keep that one. Nice read by Tyler Black to take him down in the backfield. 2-yard loss there, bringing up a 3rd and goal now for the Rockets. And a good open field tackle there by safety Tyler Black. Good read on that one. Now a 3rd and goal for the Rockets. And a stop here for Marquette would certainly be a win here on this opening drive. Ebert in motion for the Rockets. Owens is going to pass. And Bernard Reedy, he's going to catch a touchdown for the Rockets. He leaked out free there, and no one was home in coverage for Marquette. Too much speed there from Bernard Reedy. And yeah, no one's even on him. Nice pitch and catch there from Owens to Reedy as Toledo takes an early lead. And with that extra point, we'll get our first studio update of the day. Missouri takes down number 2 Florida 41-17. And each team now 6-1. Missouri not even ranked entering the week at 5-1. 20 Ole Miss beats number 21 LSU by 3. Number 19 Stanford defeats UCLA 20-17. So some big teams falling this week. Also number 3 Texas A&M currently down by 2 touchdowns at the start of the 4th quarter against Auburn. Johnny Manziel trying to keep Texas A&M up there in the playoff picture. So a very eventful week throughout college football so far, and it looks like the top 25 is going to have a lot of shakeup going into next week, as Durant just needs that one down. So the offense for Marquette was tremendous last week, and now that the running game finally got going, let's see if they can keep that up here this week, as they'll start out empty. Jake Haywood with another start. He's going to drop back, roll to his right. Nothing open downfield. He'll try and keep it, and he'll pick up a few up the sideline on a 4-yard gain. No one was open at all. And good job there by Haywood just to pick up some positive yardage. Now 2nd and 6, an I formation. Give to Javon Ashley. He was a player of the game last week. He spins ahead and picks up 3 yards. Bringing up a quick 3rd down here for the Golden Eagles. Marquette certainly looking to avoid a 3 and out here following Toledo's opening drive score. Haywood would drop back. He's going to find a man there. Jonathan Thomas on the curl, and that's going to be an 8-yard pickup for a 1st down. Jonathan Thomas and Jake Haywood continue their tremendous chemistry here so far in the past few weeks. Haywood completes his first pass attempt of the game, bringing up another 1st down for Marquette. They come out in a heavy I formation, and that give will be to Javon Ashley up the middle for just 1 yard. Typically the case so far with Ashley this season, just these 1 to 3 yard pickups, although he was able to break loose in the second half last week against New Mexico State. Ashley still out there to the right of Jake Haywood on the 2nd and 9. Haywood drops back. He's going to find Grant Cooper there over the middle on the angle route, and Grant Cooper powers his way ahead for 15 yards. Now Marquette takes over in Toledo territory. Colton Clay out there in the backfield with Javon Ashley. And Javon Ashley gets the give. He runs into a tackle, and he picks up another yard there. And you see there at the bottom, Auburn takes a 38-24 lead on Texas A&M. So it looks like number 3, Texas A&M is going to fall as Haywood drops back here for a pass. There's Grant Cooper again, a drop on contact. And he would have been near the sticks there, but instead that brings up a 3rd and 9 now for Marquette from the 44-yard line. Haywood, an empty set. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. Again, there's Grant Cooper over the middle. And just way too much cushion there given by Toledo on a 3rd down. As Marquette now a fresh set of downs to work with from the Rockets' 30-yard line. There you see Derek Morris now at tight end for Marquette. Number 87 there on the outside. And Theo Briggs, his first carry of the game, goes for negative yardage. A stop there by Orion Jones. Already the 10th play of the drive here for Marquette as they face a 2nd and 11. Under 2 minutes left now in this first quarter. Haywood takes the snap. And there's Shane Lytle at the sideline for the first time. He picks up 6. Shane Lytle, of course, our leading receiver entering the week. And he gets going there with a 6-yard gain. Now 3rd and 5 from the 25. Marquette looking to keep this drive going. Here they come out with 5 receivers. Galloway in motion. And Galloway is going to get the catch and run for some after, picking up 13. As he was taken down at, I believe, the 11-yard line. Or correction, the 12-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs here for Marquette yet again. Knocking on the door here as they go out in a pretty interesting look there in the backfield. Ashley gets the give. He works his redirects up the middle. And just nothing open as he picks up another yard at Javon Ashley special. So 2nd and 9 here as this first quarter winds down. Javon Ashley in the backfield. Play action pass. And Haywood gets slammed there for a sack. Javon Elliott, I believe he would go on to play in the NFL as well. Nice stop there on the sack. And play action just really hasn't worked for us. We're just not getting the protection up front to warrant a play action. By the time our quarterback fakes the give, he's already being hit. So we're probably going to avoid play action passes for the foreseeable future now. 3rd and 17 with 20 seconds left here from the 19-yard line. Snap back to Haywood. He's going to try for Shane Lytle near the end zone, but Juwan Hayes makes a nice play on the ball, and luckily that was not intercepted. So a 36-yard attempt here for Dylan Mackey. And of course we know his leg strength, not a strength of his, as he just leaks that one through, making this game 7-3. We'll get another studio update here as number 9 Notre Dame defeats number 6 USC 24-17. And we're actually set to take on Notre Dame next week. And with all the top 5 teams that have fallen so far, we might be taking on a top 5 Notre Dame team in South Bend. So certainly stay tuned for that episode. So with 5 seconds left here in the first quarter, probably time for one more Toledo play, unless it's a quick incompletion. Owens making some adjustments at the line. He drops back to pass. He has a man over the middle there. It's Russell with his second catch of the game a 12-yard pickup. And that's going to pick up a first down and likely end the half here unless they snap it quick off getting set. And that is going to wind us down. So, nice first quarter there for both teams, engineering scoring drives. Although a nice touchdown drive from Toledo gives them the advantage here, as they're going to try and drive right down the field again, but Marquette's defense is going to have to step up here. The Rockets already at the 41-yard line with a fresh set of downs following that Alonzo Russell catch. Now here to start the second quarter, Owens out there with Fluellen to his right in the backfield. That's going to be another Owens pass. He works his way to the left. He will scramble. And he's hit hard there by Ahmad Plummer, but he hangs on to the ball after a 5-yard gain. Now 2nd and 5 for the Rockets. Fluellen will get that one. He makes a man miss there, but Travell Terry works through the gap to pick up Fluellen outside off a 1-yard rush, bringing up a third down here for the Rockets. Owens back there in the I formation with Fluellen. Owens back to pass. He has Macon there at the sideline, and he just picks up the first down. Tyler Black with the stop. Another man was there in coverage, but he couldn't make the tackle. And I think that was Marcus Dixon who missed the tackle there. That would have prevented this first down. Now 1st and 10 for the Rockets in Marquette territory. Owens delay give there to Fluellen. He breaks the tackle. Fluellen now Davin Rice trying to bring him down. And David Fluellen works ahead for 14 yards. Very nice pickup there. And he's made an impact on almost all of his touches so far. As tackling has continued to be a struggle for this Marquette team. Now 1st and 10 as Zamalek goes in motion. Owens back to pass. He has Zamalek over the middle for a 4-yard pickup. Davin Rice on the stop. I'm surprised he got that completion off through traffic. And now Terrence Owens 7 for 7 to start the day. Now 6 minutes here in this second quarter. That's going to be a fake to Owens. He has plenty of space going upfield. Tyler Black misses a tackle. Cleaned up there by Juice Campbell, but a 22-yard pickup from the Rockets quarterback. He's having one hell of a day so far to start this game. Now Toledo trying to get another touchdown drive here from the 4-yard line. Give to Remy, and Mark Remy just gets in there. He was stopped initially, had a nice stiff arm there, and then his second effort got him into the end zone. As now Toledo is going to take a 14-3 lead here, pending the extra point. And D'Angelo Bush was there in the backfield, but he's just easily shook off. So now Toledo on for the extra point attempt. And this Toledo team actually has a freshman or sophomore Kareem Hunt as one of the backup running backs. Now 14-3 here for the Rockets as they kick it off. And let's see if Durant takes this one out. He will. Durant's going to field this one. Works his way ahead, but he can't get much there on the return. I think he was able to just work his way back to the 20-yard line. So now Marquette takes over from the 19, trying to answer another Toledo touchdown drive. And they give to Ashley up the middle on a weak Toledo box, but he's still only able to pick up 5. As at the bottom there, you see Auburn does defeat number 3 Texas A&M. So Johnny Manziel likely to fall in the Heisman race. Now 2nd and 5, Haywood directly under center. And he's going to drop it back here. And he gets that one off to Javon Ashley out of the backfield. He works ahead. I was going to say for a first down, but it looks like they're just going to put him at the inch line there. 3rd and inches here for Marquette. Marquette 3 out of 4 on 3rd downs, and now they have the big Theo Briggs there in the backfield, and he'll pick up the first down just barely on a 1-yard gain. Another balanced approach here this week. 9 rushes to 8 passes so far for Marquette. And we're going to see Storm Norwood in the backfield. I think it's been a couple weeks since we've seen him out there, and he'll get the carry. And he works his way outside for just 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9 for Marquette, and Haywood will go back directly under center. He'll drop back for a pass. And he gets hit as he throws, and that's going to be an incompletion. He got hit hard there. But at least he was able to get rid of it and avoid the sack. Now 3rd and 9, Marquette usually in somewhat manageable range when it comes to 3rd downs, but a 3rd and long here as Haywood's back there in an empty set. And he'll roll to his right. Has Grant Cooper there, and he can't hang on. That's the second time we've seen a Grant Cooper drop through contact. That's going to bring up a 4th down here for Marquette as they're going to be forced to punt. Now Toledo takes over at the 28 as they go for their 3rd consecutive touchdown drive. Owens back to pass. He goes to his left to the tight end Zamalek, and he's hit there by Ahmad Plummer. Plummer having a nice day showing some good tackling as Owens now 8 for 8 for 86 yards. 2nd and 5 now for Toledo. A delay give there to Fluellen. He's stopped in the backfield. Reese Waters with the tackle for loss, but I'm not sure who was there on initial contact. That was a Ladarius Gresham, defensive end there, on the initial stop in the backfield. And now a 3rd and 9 for Toledo. The Rockets 3 for 3 so far on 3rd down. Marquette trying to get a stop here and get the ball back. Owens a drop back pass. And he swings it. Tyler Black right in his hands. And he can't come away with the interception. I guess that's why he's there on defense. So luckily Marquette gets a stop. And they'll get the ball back down 14-3 with just over 3 minutes here in the first half. Juice Campbell back there for the return. He's going to field it. He works his way ahead. Still going. And a nice 13-yard pickup there by Juice Campbell. And now Jake Haywood will take over again. And if Marquette doesn't score here, you might think they'll throw Dillon Koufax out there for another series, as they still want to get both quarterbacks involved. There's a nice carry there by Javon Ashley, redirecting, shifting his way up the middle for 7 yards. 2nd and 3 here. Marquette at just about midfield. They come out in the I formation with Colton Clay. They're at fullback. Collier in motion. Haywood back to pass. He'll just dump it there for Collier, and a nice 8-yard pickup there by the senior wide receiver. He's been very quiet in the past few weeks. Now Tyson Bolt back there. He'll get his first carry of the game. A nice blocking up ahead. And Tyson Bolt with a 7-yard pickup out of the bullpen. Now just 2 minutes left here in the half. And Theo Briggs will get involved. And he picks up a nice first down for 5 yards. You got to wonder here, does Marquette try and drain the clock down, thus giving Toledo no time when they get the ball back? Or they just kind of do their thing and see how it goes? Storm Norwood back out there for this fresh set of downs. And Haywood's going to get a drop back. He rolls to his right. He'll just give it there to Storm Norwood for a measly 2-yard pickup. It looked like Storm Norwood had some space going up ahead, but a lot of these guys do not have the best acceleration, as our athletes are not the best, especially compared to a school like Toledo. Now Haywood back out there empty with 1:22 left in the half. He drops back to pass, rolls to his left. Nothing open. He's going to go towards the sideline, pick up some yards. That's a nice 5-yard pickup from Haywood, using his legs yet again here in this one. Now a 3rd and 3 from Marquette from the 26-yard line. Ashley in the backfield. Haywood rolls to his right. Another pass attempt. He has Ashley there over the middle, wide open. And a nice pickup there. 20-yard pitch and catch to Javon Ashley on a nice little angle route out of the backfield. No one was even in the vicinity for him. And you see there, he works his way inside the 10-yard line for Marquette. Now from the 7-yard line, on our 1st and goal, as Marquette just letting the clock kind of dribble down here. And there's a give to Ashley. He works his way ahead. And he's going to spin into the end zone for a Marquette touchdown. Javon Ashley touchdown. And Marquette's going to make this 14-10 with 41 seconds left here in the half. Nice vision there from Ashley. And he spins in through a defender for the score. So now Toledo takes over with 38 seconds, all their timeouts, from their 24-yard line. Owens back to pass. Goes to his right, and that's dropped by David Fluellen there out of the backfield. Now 2nd and 10 for the Rockets. Zamalek there in motion. Owens will drop back. Reading the field. And that's almost picked off there by Marcus Dixon. What a change of momentum that would have done going into the second half, as the Golden Eagles would have taken over right there. It would have been inside the 20 almost if Dixon hanging on for that interception, but nonetheless, that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Rockets, and they'll just give it to Remy, and he's taken down, bringing up a 4th and 14 as Marquette will call a timeout. And they'll try and make something happen here. And no one home for the block, so Juice Campbell will have some room to work with on this return. He works it to midfield there, and he's going to be taken down at, I believe, the Toledo 48 or 49-yard line. Marquette 19 seconds here and 1 timeout. So let's see what the Golden Eagles will like to do, as they have an opportunity here to get on the board. Haywood back to pass. There he is, Grant Cooper. And Marquette's going to have to call a timeout here. So only 5 yards on that play, and now You can't get taken down inbounds unless you get a first down here. So maybe a quick pass outside. Get a quick completion, maybe go out of bounds, try and get in field goal range here. 2nd and 5, Haywood back to pass. And there for Jonathan Thomas, and this is going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. So this would be a 45-yard field goal attempt for Dylan Mackey, which we do not think he's capable of. So Marquette, they gotta get there. They're only gonna have time for one play here, and they won't even get that off. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why the clock started going there. We weren't set because that was a first down, so the clock shouldn't have started ticking until we were set, unless I missed something there. So a missed opportunity there again by Marquette. And they're going to go into the half down 14-10. At least the Golden Eagles do get the ball to start the second half. And not a bad half of football there for each team. Both moving the ball down the field. Defenses made stops when they needed to. But Toledo just with the firepower on this one. As you see, Elliott had that sack previously. Bernard Reedy, one of the best weapons there in the MAC. And you see Tyler Black drop that. We had two blatant dropped interceptions. That nice Javon Ashley run up the middle for the score. So we do have some momentum at least going into the half. And we are going to get the ball to start as well. Marquette takes over at the 25-yard line to start this second half. That's Tyson Bolt back out there, and he gets the give. He goes to his right, nice stiff arm, and he'll work his way ahead for 4 yards. Tyson Bolt with 2 nice carries so far in this game. Now 2nd and 6, Briggs in the backfield, Haywood directly under center, Collier in motion. Haywood drops back. He'll give there to Lamont Collier for a 5-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for Marquette. Haywood 12 for 16 in this game, 117 yards. He's back under center. He'll give it there to Theo Briggs, and he works his way ahead for 4 yards going to his right. Theo Briggs certainly dependable on those 3rd and shorts. Now Haywood out there in the empty set to start this set of downs. He's back for a pass. And he had nothing open. He's sacked there for the 2nd time in this game, or maybe the 3rd time. And that's Orion Jones with his sack from the defensive tackle spot. I think Haywood a little slow to read the developments there, but I don't know if anything was even open for him either. Now 2nd and 18 here for Marquette, working well beyond the sticks. Ashley in the backfield. Be a pass attempt for Haywood working to his left. He'll just get that one off for Grant Cooper, and that's going to be an incompletion. Nice defensive play there by Chase Murdoch to get a hand on it. Now 3rd and 18 for the Golden Eagles, and you certainly don't want to come out here in the second half and start with a non-scoring drive. Haywood back to pass now on this 3rd and 18. He has Shane Letto there at the sideline. It would have been short, but he can't hang on through contact. Toledo defensive backs doing a really nice job of breaking on these balls and forcing these incompletions as Matt Barr's on for another punt here. So now Toledo takes over for the first time here in the second half, and they look to tack on to their lead, leading by 4 here in about midfield almost. Owens back to pass off a fake. He has Remy there, and he's stopped by Ahmad Plummer off a 2-yard catch. Now 2nd and 8, just about 5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Delay give to Fluellen. He breaks a tackle and stopped by Tyler Black off a 6-yard gain, bringing up a 3rd and 2 for Toledo. 3rd and 2 for the Rockets. Owens back to pass. Plenty of time, nothing open. He's going to try and work his way ahead for the first down, which he does. There's plenty of space until he's stopped there by D'Angelo Bush. And it looks like Travell Terry missed a tackle on Owens there, which would have been a nice stop now, a fresh set of downs to work with for the Rockets. Owens has been dependable through the air or through the ground game here so far. And if give there to Fluellen goes for negative yards. He's still not down. There we go. A negative 1 yard pickup there for Fluellen. Now 2nd and 11 for the Rockets. 2nd and 11 now. Owens with Fluellen to his left. Drops back to pass. Finds a man, Remy, there. Oh, wow, and he stopped. Nice big hit there by Gresham, as Remy does pick up 10 off that, just short of the first down. A 3rd and 1 here for Toledo. Owens drops back to pass. Marquette sends the house, and it does not work out for them as Bernard Reedy picks up 21 yards. Tackle there by Juice Campbell. And Marquette sending 8 men there, only 3 back in coverage, and Owens is able to get that one off quick to Bernard Reedy. Marquette, not a team who really sends pressure, but when they do, I guess, they just send everybody. Now, first and goal for Toledo, looking to tack on. Delay give there to Fluellen. And he's hit there by Travell Terry behind the sticks. Second and goal for Toledo now from the 7. Owens in the back with Jones Moore to his left. Our first time we're seeing him in this game. Owens back to pass. He'll try and scramble, but he's taken down by Gavin Battaglia. Another sack for Battaglia, and that's, I believe, his 4th of the season from the defensive tackle position. One of our best pure pass rushers on this team. Defensive ends and linebackers included. And now a 3rd and goal, and you would certainly like to just keep him to a field goal here if you're Marquette. Owens back to pass. He has a man streaking up, Zamalek, and he stopped just short. Nice tackle there, and I think that was Travell Terry or Ahmad Plummer. So a 4th and goal from the 1, and it looks like they're just going to go for a field goal. I don't know why you wouldn't just try and pound it in here and make it a 2-score game. The field goal up, and it is good as Toledo will take a 17-10 lead here as the third quarter, 2:35 left in this third quarter. So Marquette now down 7. They're actually going to throw Dillon Koufax out here for this drive. That's Theo Briggs in the backfield. He'll get the give, work his way to the right for 3 yards. So Marquette's still trying to implement both of these quarterbacks into the game, and Koufax will get to see what he can do here as Marquette down just a touchdown. They come back out with Clay and Briggs in the backfield in the I set. Koufax back to pass. He rolls to his left. And he's just going to keep it there, being a little conservative. And he loses possession of the ball, and that's a fumble picked up there by Toledo. Brutal break there for Koufax out of the gate. Might have had a throw downfield, but elects to run. And he just loses the ball there. The Toledo defender beats it out, and Voss is there to pick it up. Toledo picking up in prime position here. So a rough turnover for Marquette, and I don't think they turned it over last week at all. Playing fairly clean football for the most part, especially when you consider their talent level. Now Owens a fake to Fluellen, he'll take it. And a nice pickup there. He's taken down by D'Angelo Bush off a 14-yard pickup. Brutal break for Marquette on that last offensive drive, that fumble. And you just, what do you do? Do you keep Koufax in there, or do you just take him right out after he fumbles? Tough break as Owens back to pass. They're going to set up a screen there, Fluellen, and he'll go for -4. That's a nice tackle by, I believe, Clarence Thurman, the Marquette defensive tackle. Now there's about a minute and a half left here. 2nd and 14 for Toledo as Owens drops back. And he had a man there, but it's dropped over the middle, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 14 for the Rockets. Now 3rd and long here as Owens out there in the empty set. He'll drop back to pass. And he's going to be sacked from behind by Barry Barber. We talked about Gavin Battaglia on the last drive being one of our best pure pass rushers. And Barry Barber is right up there with him as well. 2 younger, I think Battaglia, a junior, Barber, a sophomore. 2 players who are going to be instrumental here next year for this team. As that'll force a Toledo field goal attempt. I believe it said 46 yards or 43 yards. Kick is up, and that's going to tuck right in there as they now double their lead. They lead Marquette by 10. Or they don't double their lead, they double Marquette's score. That's going to be kicked off there to Durant, and he'll take it out of his own end zone. Nice block there by Colton Clay, and Durant had a nice seam there. He works his way up to about the 26-yard line off a 30-yard return. So it looks like they will keep Koufax out there and show some loyalty. I mean, it's kind of been a weird situation with the quarterbacks this year. Now Briggs a carry up the middle. And he's going to fumble, and it's recovered by Toledo. The Koufax effect is not working too well for us here in this one. I don't think Theo Briggs has fumbled all year, but he fumbled there on that one. And it's going to be a booth review, though. Hopefully they say it's ground forced. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, the knee was down on that one for sure. So I think this is going to come back. Yeah, I think the knee was certainly down. And there we go, play reversed. So I apologize, Koufax. That wasn't all your fault. And now 2nd and 7 here from Marquette, looking to fight their way back in this one. Tyson Bolt with Clay up ahead in the backfield. Another give there to Bolt. He works his way up the middle. And another nice carry there by Tyson Bolt, picking up 7 yards. Now 3rd and inches for Marquette. They don't have to call play here, but we'll see what they elect to do. And they will, and that's a give to Javon Ashley for the first down up the middle as he picks up 3. And I think that's going to do it here in the 3rd quarter. So now we start this 4th quarter, Marquette down 10, starting from their own 39-yard line. Koufax in the game now for his 2nd series following that fumble. And he'll drop back to pass for what could be his first pass attempt of the game. He's going to go downfield for Michael Galloway, and that's incomplete. Danny Larkins with a nice pass deflection there. Koufax going downfield, something we really haven't seen from Jake Haywood. Haywood more of a conservative approach, and Koufax out of the gate, just ripping it downfield. Now 2nd and 10. Koufax back to pass again. He rolls to his left. He'll go back down the field for Michael Galloway, and that's broken up again by Danny Larkins. So 2 plays with the same result as Larkins gets a hand on that one as well. Now a 3rd and 10 here for Koufax. And he's going to be in the empty set. So let's see if he can convert here. Koufax back to pass. He'll go down the field again. Michael Galloway, and he's going to find him this time for an 18-yard catch. Michael Galloway just slipped free there. And a nice 18-yard pickup for number 18. So it looks like we're every time Koufax drops back, we're in for an adventure. But that one, luckily, a good result. Now a 1st and 10 give to Theo Briggs, working his way outside with space. Nice spin move there. And he picks up 8 on an outside give. Now 2nd and 2, Theo Briggs still out there. He'll get the give, works his way back to the left, and he picks up a nice 6-yard gain up the middle. So total yards in this game, pretty much even to this point. Toledo with 207, Marquette 208. And Koufax will drop back for another pass. He has a man there, Lamont Collier, and he'll work his way ahead for a 1st down. Nice pitch and catch there from Collier and Koufax. Koufax now starting to get into a rhythm, hopefully, with 2 straight completions. As he's under center there with Javon Ashley to his left. Snap back to Koufax, works left. Is that Shane Lytle? And that's a touchdown to Shane Lytle. Who else? 14-yard catch for Shane Lytle. That's a nice touchdown pass from Koufax with a little redemption drive there after the fumble last time out. And that's what I'm saying. Both quarterbacks kind of bring something to the table. So we like to work them both in here, as Koufax took a hit there as well. I think Koufax kind of brings a little more energy to the team, though. And, sometimes you just need to bring in the guy off the bench to bring a little more energy. And I think Koufax certainly does bring a little more energy to the offense, although it might not be as stable as it is with Jake Haywood back there, as Bernard Reed works it up to the 25-yard line. So now the defense for Marquette certainly looking to get a stop here, or at least hold Toledo to a field goal and keep it a one-possession game, as Owens is going to keep that one off a fake. And he's stopped back there in the backfield by Marcus Dixon. A nice tackle for loss there by our slot corner. Now a 2nd and 14 for Toledo, and a tremendous first play there for Marquette, setting the Rockets back a little bit. Owens out there empty. He'll drop back to pass. And he has Fluellen out there in space. He picks up 7 yards, bringing up a 3rd and 7 here for Toledo. The Rockets get set off a hurry-up offense, 3rd and 7. Owens making some adjustments at the line. He drops back to pass. He's going to go downfield. That's going to be broken up by Dickenzie Durant. Nice play on the ball there from Durant. And that's going to force a 4th down. Marquette's going to get the ball back. So Marquette taking over now from their own 27. And they have a chance to tie it up or even take the lead here as this 4th quarter winds down. Theo Briggs in the backfield. Koufax is going to pass, roll to his right. He has a man up there. That's Grant Cooper. And Cooper has some space. Stiff arms a man still going up the upfield. That's a 45-yard pickup for Grant Cooper. He leaked out there. No one was even in his vicinity. And another big play injected into this offense by Dillon Koufax off the bench. And you'd love to see that second effort there by Grant Cooper dragging his man downfield. So now a quick flip in field position as now Marquette in Toledo territory at the 28-yard line. Koufax back to pass again. There's Grant Cooper on a quick curl. And Cooper with some space spins upfield. And another 17 yards there by the Marquette tight end. Grant Cooper now at 96 yards on the day. And Koufax comes in 5 for 7 already, 110 yards. And I think he's eclipsed Jake Haywood's passing total already in this game in just not even three full series. Now Koufax directly under center with Ashley in the backfield. Ashley gets to give up the middle, and he's stopped there at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup. Now it's 2nd and 9 here for Marquette from the 10-yard line as we're just about halfway through this fourth quarter. Koufax drops back to pass. Rolls to his left again. He'll dump it off there to Javon Ashley. He'll fall into the end zone for a Marquette touchdown. Javon Ashley with his second touchdown. One on the ground and that one through the air. And Marquette's going to take a lead here with 3:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Good read there by Koufax just to dump it off, and Ashley does the rest. Marquette's going to take a lead. Mackey kicks through the extra point, and Marquette takes a 24-20 lead here with 3:41 left in the quarter. And you see over there our student section, they're loving it. Going crazy for Marquette football here in year one of this dynasty. Matt Bars kicks us off here. And it's going to be fielded by Wilcher. And he stiff arms Clay Diamond there on special teams and takes it up to the 30-yard line. So now 3:37 left for Terrence Owens and Toledo to get back in this one. It's going to be a quick pass to the outside for Russell, and he's hit hard by Takenzie Durant. Durant making a big play there to stall out their last drive. And now a big hit there in space as it's the 2nd and 10 now for Toledo. Owens more adjustments there at the line. He drops back to pass. He's going to scramble. Nice direction there away from a defender as he picks up 7, bringing up a 3rd and 3 now. Now a 3rd and 3 for Toledo with 3 minutes left on this Owens drop back. And that's going to go wide of his man, bringing up a 4th down here for Toledo. And are they going to punt it or go for it here? From the 37, it looks like they're going to punt and rely on their defense to get a stop. Surprised their offense has just been totally flat here in the second half. So now 2:49 left for Marquette. They lead by 4. And you got to think they'll just try and drain this clock. Toledo does need a touchdown. I give there to Javon Ashton. He's taken down there. Nice play by, I believe that was Voss. Trent Voss, a nice tackle. He just steamrolled through a block there. He steamrolled through a Colton Clay block and was able to take down Javon Ashley for a minimal or for a loss. And Voss, he had that fumble recovery earlier, so he's had a nice game here. Koufax in the empty set here. Take the snap. There's Grant Cooper again. And Cooper now over 100 yards in this one. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for Marquette, and a conversion here would certainly damper Toledo's mood, as it would force them to probably start using some timeouts and drain a bunch of the clock. Tyson Bullitt out here on the 3rd and 2. He'll get the give. And he's stopped there in the backfield for the first time in this game. He's had a bunch of, prior to that, he had 3 productive carries. And that time he can't get any yardage as he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Toledo does call a timeout. But Marquette's going to have to pump this one away here with 2:04 left. Matt Bars will try and pin him back. Our special teams and kicking, of course, not a strength. But we'll see what Bars can do here. And he's going to get kicked that one out, I think, at the 20-yard line. So not a bad kick there from Bars, making it unreturnable for Toledo. So plenty of time here for the Rockets to take the lead. You know they're probably not going to settle for a field goal on this drive. One timeout, 1:59, taking over from their 22. It's going to be a screen for Fluellen. Breaks its initial tackle, but then taken down there on a second attempt. And that's a 4-yard loss. A lot of big losses here for the Toledo offense in this second half. And Owens, 16 for 22, but only 128 passing yards. And there they're going to spike it, bring up a 3rd and 14. I don't know why you're spiking it there. You have a 1:41 left and a timeout. Why are you wasting a down? Especially when you're backed up already. So a questionable call there for the Rockets, bring up a 3rd and 14 here with 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. That one's back to pass. He has time. He has a man there. It's Macon. That's a nice 11-yard gain there, although he stopped at the first down marker. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 3 here, pretty much bringing up the game. A stop here certainly ends it if you're Marquette. So the clock continuing to wind down here, and Toledo needs a conversion on this 4th and 3. A fake, and Owens will have the first down and then some. Breaks it to Tyler Black tackle and works his way ahead for 12 and a first down. So Toledo in the hurry up, they take over with 1:12 left. Fluellen to the left of Terrence Owens. Owens back to pass. He's sacked there by Gavin Battaglia. Another sack there by the defensive tackle for Marquette. Huge play. Now just a minute left, and Toledo's got to hurry up. Now at the 35, looks like they're going to spike it again. As they do, bringing up another 3rd and long here for Toledo. 3rd and 18 for Toledo. I mean, you have 2 plays to get it done. So let's see if they take that approach. Owens in the empty set. He's back to pass. He has a man over the middle. It's McDowell. And he only picks up 6. Now a 4th and 12 for Toledo. And you got to keep this drive going. You're running out of time here. Of course, they go hurry up. Owens back to pass. He has nothing. He's going to try and scramble for it, and he's not going to get it, and that's a stop by Barry Barber. And that's going to all but do it here, as Marquette's going to hold on. Their defense, a very strong showing here in the second half. Dillon Koufax comes off the bench and just ignites this team. And I think he's going to get the start next week going into South Bend. Marquette there in the victory formation. Koufax knees it for the first time. And one more knee down, and that's going to do it here from the BMO Bradley Center. Koufax back out there under center. And he's going to knee it, and that's going to do it here. Marquette's going to beat Toledo 24-20. And Toledo, a very respectable opponent, especially compared to this Marquette team. And there's officially no time on the clock. Marquette advances to 4-3 as they're set with a matchup against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in South Bend next week. The Golden Eagles playing very good football here in year 1 of this dynasty. As you see there, Javon Ashley, player of the game. I mean, only, 62 yards and 2 touchdowns? I think you easily give Koufax player of the game in this one. But nonetheless, a very impressive win here on home turf as the Marquette Golden Eagles take down the Toledo Rockets 24-20. So not only are we coming off a win in this episode, we also had a few recruiting wins. As so following that Toledo game, I thought we would have a game against Notre Dame, but we actually had a bye week. So within the span of the Toledo week, then the bye week, we got 7 commits, and we'll take a look at some of them now. As we'll start with Kenny Johnson, a 5'10", 185-pound corner out of Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan, the 90th corner in the class. But after scouting him, he went up 4 points to a 68. So he's a 68 overall. Pretty good coverage traits, 78 man, 74 zone, 76 press. Very balanced corner. Pretty good athletic traits already with 90 speed, 87 agility, 86 acceleration, 85 jumping. So he's already one of the most athletic players on this team, and pretty respectable tackle ratings there as well, especially for a corner. So he's someone that I think will have an impact very early on. Then we'll go over to Daniel Armstrong, a 2-star JUCO, 93rd middle linebacker in the class, and he actually went down 4 overall points, but still a 67, and at 86 speed, he would be one of our fastest linebackers. And very good block shedding traits, 72 power move, 83 finesse move, which I think would be highest on our team, and 77 block sheds, although the zone coverage there at 53, very bad for a linebacker. So he's someone we might even attempt to play at D end a little bit, perhaps. We do get a punter here, a 1-star punter, Eddie Stevens, 38th in the class. And Matt Bars will be graduating, so we need a new punter. And Stevens, 75 kick power, but a 56 kick accuracy. Then we get our pair of defensive ends we were scouting here with Mike Johnson, which might be the most generic name of all time. 6'3", 254, defensive end out of Wheaton, Illinois. A 3-star, 124th D end in the class, but after scouting, he went up 4 overall points, and he brings a pretty good power move at 77 and a decent block shed and a good pursuit at 81. So he's we're going to be pretty thin at D end. So he and this guy Jerry Jones, 5'11", 257 out of Elwood, Indiana, at 65th D end in the class, and I think he was probably the second guy on our board, but after this offensive tackle Sean Murphy who we talked about in the previous episode. The highest commit so far for us in this class. So Jerry Jones and Mike Johnson will have an impact probably next year as true freshmen. Then we get another offensive lineman here in tackle Dan Johnson out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. JUCO guy, pretty decent. I mean, not too great to be honest. 64 overall, but we need depth there. I don't know if he'll ever be a starter for us, but we'll see how departures go and graduations go here within the next couple of years. And then lastly, we get Jeff Harris, a fullback, the sixth fullback in the class committing to us over Army and Michigan, although he was technically a bust as he went down 6 points after recruiting, after scouting, but still, Colton Clay, our fullback now, is going to graduate, so Harris will be our starting fullback next season. Now we go up to Eric Smiley, and we're still leading for him over Illinois just barely, and Illinois still has their visit with Eric Smiley in Week 14. So I think Illinois might supplant us for the lead for Eric Smiley, but also I think Smiley's recruitment might go into the offseason, and that would give us a good advantage as we'd probably pour all our resources into getting him, as we've already filled pretty much all our needs. At this point, we only need a quarterback, an offensive lineman here, as we have Thomas Jock and Brian Joseph, a JUCO guy. We really want Jock, but we trail Michigan State still, and they still have their visit with him, I believe, this week. So we might get they might extend their lead, and I think he might commit to the Spartans unless it trickles into the offseason. Ryan Jackson, we have a corner now with that Kenny Johnson commitment, but now we need a safety, and we don't really have many options. We have Stephen Wright here, only a 60 overall 2-star, so I'd rather get someone like Ryan Jackson who we could convert instead, but we've trailed Iowa all season, now only down 835, and I think they have their visit with Jackson this week, so the Hawkeyes might extend their lead for Ryan Jackson, the product out of Madison, Wisconsin. So we have 9 commits so far on the season. We'll just take a look at top classes real quick. And we actually have the 45th best class at this point. 5 3-stars, 3 2-stars, and 1 1-star, that being our punter. So we're not going to get many more commits. I mean, we only have a select few of team needs and only a few we only have about 12 to 14 players graduating. So we don't have many seniors on this team. Thus, we don't have to go too heavy in recruitment. Probably next season we'll be more involved when it comes to recruitment. So I guess to close this episode, we'll look at Heisman Watch as well, as Braxton Miller still leading the way as he has all season, as Ohio State dominating at number 1 as well. Blake Bell, number 2, and Johnny Manziel still there in the top 3. Logan Thomas, quarterback for Virginia Tech, emerging here at number 4 now. Of course, he would go on to convert to tight end in the NFL. Now look at the top 25. Ohio State has led the way all season, coming off a 42-6 victory at Penn State. There we go, another Big Ten team with Michigan State at 8-0 as well, number 2. Louisville 8-0 as well at number 3. And then Notre Dame, number 4. And we'll check them out a little bit as we're set to visit South Bend next week. So we see their schedule. They open with a 28-0 victory over Temple. They beat Michigan in Ann Arbor. And then they barely lose to Michigan State, currently the number 2 team, just by 6. And then they beat number 5 Oklahoma. They beat USC. And then a 38-3 win against Air Force. So Notre Dame, clearly one of the best teams so far in the NCAA. And we certainly have our work cut out for us next week, as Dillon Koufax is going to get the start, and I'll just scroll through the rest of the top 25 here. UCLA was number 4. Now they have back-to-back losses. Now Stanford and Oregon beats them this week. Florida State, Auburn, Missouri, Oregon, Georgia, Kansas State, Miami, and Ole Miss. Ole Miss with back-to-back losses. They lose to number 13, Boise State. So I think that's just about going to do it here. I guess we could check out Notre Dame's roster to see what we're going up against next week. And I believe they're led by Trevor Reese at quarterback. There we go. So Louis Nix III, their top player at 94. And then Stephon Tuitt at 91 overall. Of course, 2 players who would go on to play in the NFL. Zack Martin, their left tackle. I'm sure many of you know him as a guard for the Dallas Cowboys. He's a 90 overall. So Everett Golson is actually their higher rated quarterback, but he's not starting. It's Trevor Reese, the senior, who is the starter. At running back, George Atkinson III, Amir Carlisle, Greg Bryant, a 79 overall freshman, TJ Jones at receiver, Devarius Daniels, Chris Brown, Corey Robinson, Will Fuller also on this team as an underclassman, Troy Nicholas, Ben Koyak at tight end, and Mike McGlinchey, a freshman on this Notre Dame team, Chris Watt, Nick Martin at center, Colin McGovern, Ronnie Stanley, a freshman right tackle, Sheldon Day, a bunch of NFL players here on this Notre Dame team, and it might be rough next week. Prince Shembo, Bennett Jackson, Matthias Farley. I love going through these old rosters and seeing these players and getting a chance, to play with them, play against them again. So this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. As always, I really appreciate you following along with this Marquette Dynasty. We're now more than halfway through the season. We got a bunch of commits this week, and we're sitting pretty at 4-3 as we're in quest of a bowl this season. It'd be remarkable if we could pull off a bowl berth in this year one of this dynasty. So as always, folks, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.